Yo, it's the broken baker. Might be cracked, but I still rise. Hands deep in the dough every night under bakery lights. Honey buns getting hot and sticky glaze dripping slow. Yeah, but baby, watch how this baker flow. Late night in the shop, oven glowing like fire. Big mounds of dough waiting, calling out my desire. Flour on my apron, sweat on my brow. I need it real slow, yeah, I know how. Fingers sink deep, push and pull with the beat. That dough getting soft, feel the heat in the seat. Every curve, every rise got me hypnotized. But it's all look, no touch, man, that's the prize. I can dream though, oh I dream real vivid. Picturing that glaze running wild and wicked. Honey buns popping fresh, golden and sweet. Sticky fingers, messy sheets, what a treat. Broken baker, but the fire don't quit. Honey buns hot, yeah they love that grip. Might be broken, but I handle them right. Get them sticky, glaze them up all night. Sticky, sticky, hot and ready, hold it ready, Broken baker, yeah we still get it poppin'. Dough in my hands, dreams never stopping. Yeah, clock hitting midnight, world fast asleep. But I'm back here wrestling with this dough so deep. Big soft mountains, begging for my touch. I work them gentle, but I want it so much. Roll it, shape it, let it proof in the warm. Whisper sweet nothings through the oven storm. When they come out dripping, shiny and fine. Got that honey glow, damn near divine. Broken heart maybe, but these hands still strong. Turning plain dough into something prolonged. One day I'll taste it, yeah that's the plan. Till then, dream big baker man. Broken baker, but the fire don't quit. Honey buns hot, yeah they love that grip. Might be broken, but I handle them right. Get them sticky all night. All night. Yeah, sticky honey buns. The broken baker in the house. Let's bake, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't be late, we rising together, feel me? Peace.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be. And why did I stay up and watch a football game? I haven't watched a game in probably 4-5 years, and I got up at 12:30. I don't know much football, but I think you need a defense. And if you have a stud quarterback, you need an O-line. And you complain that real football is boring. There wasn't a touchdown till the fourth quarter. Yeah, and some people wrote me, "Oh, the commercials are great." We don't get the commercials in Denmark. We got 4 guys talking about popcorn. They got popcorn for winners and losers and everything in between. They had something with like, I think you call them leeks, those green and white things that you chop up and chop in your soup. Some ash from that sprinkled on popcorns. They had some truffle popcorns. That's what we have to entertain ourselves between all the boring stuff. Again, I'll stand by my earlier statement. The 2 best Super Bowls the Patriots have had is when they played the Giants. Maybe chives. No, not chives. They're kind of this big and they are white in the bottom and then have some green leaves on top of them. I think it's leek. Leek is the name. Oh, but more importantly, I am a fraud. I have been doxed because one of the 2 people who have copyright struck me, either the Foreskins or Twisted Tragedy, has used that information and shared it on the Twitch sweat, which is illegal, by the way, using the YouTube GOS system to get my information. But they went back and they found an article about me lying about my military service. I have put myself up as this military guy, and it's all a lie, because there was an article in 2015, maybe, they had found that proved I was a fraud. I know you don't read Danish, but what you found was what we called a debate piece. In Danish papers, it's normally you have a column where someone can write whatever they want. I want to talk about the electrified buses not working. I want to talk about this candidate who runs for re-election, or I want to talk about the weather. And you put it into this page where you have readers' letters. This letter was written by allegedly a woman called Karen. Yes, most likely by her husband, boyfriend, who didn't like me because I had his wife thrown out of our political party, that she used to be a member of the same party as I was. Then he went on a rampage writing letters about me, how I had lied about my military service and how I was no soldier. Um, they should read all the reply letters that came after it, explaining what is the truth. But hey, as long as you misuse a legal document to dox people, and by the way, get the better articles. I had a front page that was written by a journalist, not just some reader's debate piece. Mess is committing social fraud, I think was the headline. Really nice article where they had done no research, and I had a detraction written the next day because they had also used one of these letters from a reader to make a story about how I was uh, doing social fraud. After talking to the ministry in Denmark who handles all of that, they had to write a retraction. I have been in politics for a very long time. You will find a lot about what a shitty person I am, because you know what? If you're in politics, you will have people who will tell you how shitty you are as a person. But just to debunk, because one of the few things I don't like being um, accused of is stolen valor. Exhibit 1. This is my medal I got from the Queen. This was gifted to everyone who has been deployed between the time from 1948 and 2009. You can't buy this, it's given by a royal order, so you can only get this if you have been deployed. Exhibit number 2 is for Team 10, August 2000, February 2001. Look at that little fat face. Look how happy I am. That's why I don't smile in pictures. That was my first deployment. Exhibit number 3 is for Team 11, February 2001 to August 2001. Look at all the weight I lost between those two teams. Yeah. And that's my name. And if you had done a little fact check on the allegations in the paper, it is that the part I said I was a member of, the Danish International Brigade, that stopped being in the Danish army in 2009. No, 2005. That's when the Danish International Brigade ended. That's the last year we had the Danish International Brigade. What these numbnuts don't know is after we had the Danish International Brigade, it went into being the Danish International Logistic Center. So all of us who had reserve contracts with the International Brigade was just transferred in to the new Quick Reaction Force. So I'm sorry, Foreskins, that you had to use illegally obtained documents to dox me. I'm sorry that you shared my informations on the Twitch sweat. I know nothing will happen. I have written YouTube and said that you have misused the copyright system to dox me. And I've also said that that 5150 for Turtle Boy account was using illegal information to dox me. I'm pretty open about all I've done in my life. If this is the best you have, some guy who had beef with me who wrote in his wife's name that I wasn't a soldier for 10 years. I walked into the Navy base the 12th of March, 1997. I had my last contract run out, I believe, in 2009, maybe 10, where I was in the reserve of the Quick Reaction Force. I did 2 tours in Bosnia. Thank you, Bill Clinton, for giving me that opportunity to go and watch the beautiful Bosnian landside and learn why unaliving people and hating them because of religion is a really bad idea. I'm pretty sure none of your fat fake asses has ever done anything coming close to that because you are fat, lazy, unintelligent bitches who don't do anything but sit and whine on the YouTubes. And thank you, because I can see you have reported my latest Fool's Room video for, I don't know if it's for harassment or whatever, to put it in a partially monetized state. It's a members only video. They will almost never go monetize, not monetized friendly. So to the foreskins and who else is jumping on this, claiming stolen valor from me, go iffity fuck yourself. I did my tours. I did my time. I lost 5 buddies in American-led wars across the globe. Disparaging my military service based on a fucktard in a Danish paper shows me just how shitty you are. Randall and his crew implied I was a PDF file. That doesn't bother me as much as you claiming I didn't do my duty. My family has fought in every war that has happened since 1864. It's one of the biggest things in my family is we serve. My great grandfather was in Dübel, which was where we lost to Germany in 1864. He was in Trench 2. That was the one that got most of the artillery. You can't see it. I have the flag that they were gifted for all the veterans from that war were gifted a flag that they could put on their gravesites when they died. That's right over there. My grandfather was a dragoon. When Germany occupied Denmark, they gave him the horses from the local dragoon barracks so he could have them as workhorses so the Germans couldn't use it in the war. His brother was a veterinarian. He drove around with a radio transmitter in his ambulance, veterinarian ambulance, so he could contact the Allied forces. My grandfather helped hide and get, I think it was a British, well, Great British flight crew to Sweden. My dad spent 5 years in the Air Force. My dad was in the Air Force when the Berlin Wall went up and when the Cuba crisis happened. Yes, he was that old. My brother's father was a military police officer. I served in the Royal Danish Navy Band. I served in the Danish International Brigade. I deployed twice. And then I came home. I re-enlisted and went and worked for the telegraph company, which is the radio operators. Went out again because my wife didn't like me being in because we had a little kerfuffle going on in Afghanistan and I just had a daughter. But I re-signed up with the international.
I can't believe this.
Thank you so much, Jay Wells. All of this just to say, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourself. Thank you so much. This came from 5150 Turtle Boy account. Which douche canoe is that? Bunch of losers, a lot of them. I don't know, but they had my reply to my copyright strike, so it can only come from either the Foreskins or Twisted Tragedies, who are the only people who I have replied to, and YouTube have given them my legal documents, so that's why I've had listed a complaint with YouTube over them helping them dox me. Nothing will come of it, but just to tell them, go fuck yourself. You put on a uniform, you do it, but you can't do it because you're weak, pathetic little losers. Just like everyone who sits and claps at you right now and says, "Oh, we got him." At least learn Danish and learn how a reader's letter is in Denmark. Sorry, I had to get it out because it really pisses me off. And I don't need to be angry at these fucking losers. I missed a lot of super chats. First, AB, continue to shine. Your history speaks for itself. I'm sorry that happened to you. No one deserves that. Thrive in spite of them. Good night, all. Good night, AB. Java, we love you, Baker. These people suck. How can we help? You can't do anything. It's just YouTube and Twitter won't do anything about it. And then we have Jen Schaefer, $50. Thank you, Baker. No, thank you. And then we have J7 with an American flag only. Oh, by the way, Foreskins or Twisted, whoever it was who tries to disparage me. Thank you to the old Ironsides for gifting me a letter of appreciation because I went up a mountain where there was a forest fire and helped protect your soldiers. It was really nice being called to the American Air Base in Tuzla and being given a letter of appreciation by the Old Ironsides. Not Old Ironside, which is a ship, but it's a artillery regiment. So thank you so much for disparaging what I did for others. Fucking cunts. Sorry. Yes, the USS Constitution was the Old Ironside. It was called the Old Ironside because they were made with white oak, which is an American oak, that was more it was more resistant to cannonballs. That's why the USS Constitution is called the Old Ironside, because it was like their sides were made of iron. So yes. We don't help Sweden. But thank you so much for for the super chats. I'm sorry I had to get it out because you can call me a lot of things. You can say a lot about me. You can treat me really shitty, but don't disparage what I've done. Yeah, isn't it funny how all of these I have never done nothing for anyone always are there? My dad passed just before his last tour of Afghanistan. Yeah, that wasn't a big. Yeah, well, fuck that. Let's shake it off. Baker has a letter from the U.S. state government thanking him for being a great American hero who happens to be from Denmark. His DMs are open, girls. Thank him. No, actually, I only got it from that company or brigade or whatever. I think it's a brigade. All they do is make up lies, and this is the most glaring thing to prove it. To go after this for you is one of the lowest things ever. This and child abuse, and they have done both out. Disgusting. Andrea, it's what is it you say when the flag is the most intense? You're over target. They can't stand that I make fun of them. I had that Mike Duro something tell me to leave Tuesday out of my mouth. Well, if Tuesday stops making clippable videos, I'll leave her out of my mouth.
And the height of the boiler on the back of the SUV, I was told they were having a really hard time getting attorneys to talk about how they think Karen is guilty because of the lashback, because
of the lashback. I got the lashback today. Jay Brill wrote the Declaration of Independence. Yes. Yes, he did. I just heard Denmark is opening a special program for Americans to move there. I'm going to seriously look into it tomorrow. Bumbling Bee, that's not true. Denmark have some of the toughest migration laws. If you think what you have is anything, think again, buddy. We have some of the toughest immigration laws in Europe, and we will most likely toughen them up even more because we have had a massive influx of migrants and immigrants from especially the Middle East. So we have really tough laws. You can't, for instance, if I was to marry one of you, I would have to put down $20,000 to just have you come stay with me. I would have to prove that I could provide for you so you wouldn't be a burden on society. And I wouldn't be able to have you in Denmark for the first 5 years. that's actually one of the reasons a lot of people move people from Denmark move to Sweden, because they have very lax immigration laws. So they will go there and live with their spouse, and then they can come to Denmark when they obtain European citizenship in Sweden, which is easier than to be married. For instance, if I fell in love with someone from Turkey, I would not be able to get her up here because our laws are extremely tight. So anyone believing that your laws are tight, dream about the dream again, is what I wanted to say. We have the toughest laws in all of Europe for um, uniting families and getting to stay here. If you want to come to Denmark and you don't have a job, you will, within the first 3 years, have to complete 3 Danish 1, Danish 2, Danish 3, just to prove that you can speak Danish. We will not give you any interpreters. If you need that, you will have to pay for it yourself. We will not give you any welfare benefits until you have proven you can do this. And you will have someone who will have to take care of you. So, whatever you hear, it's not true. I've seen a lot of things on the Twit lately about how Denmark is such a wonderful place and it's such an easy place to come to. It's not. We have very strong immigration laws. It is getting very dangerous on the Twit. And I've said this 2 weeks ago. I fear at this point something physical will happen to someone. The allegations made against Ray from Dallas are things that could potentially lead to someone getting severely hurt. And sadly, these people don't give a shit. By the way, Randall, nice job claiming you're doing this for victims and then putting it behind a $20 paywall. Grifter's gonna grift. I like several of your Danish rules. Most people don't like that we have an efficient tax rate of 69% when you count everything into it: our personal taxes, our property taxes, our car taxes, our energy taxes. We have the world's highest tax level. They forget to tell you that as well, just so you don't think it. But how about them Patriots? I'm sorry, I don't know a lot about. I know everyone loved that Drake May guy. I know he's very young, 23 years old, I believe. But boy, it didn't look good. I think he was sold out by his O line a lot. I I used to watch a lot of football. I didn't. It's because it's too late now. I'm too old for that crap. But that didn't look good, and that interception was probably the easiest interception in a Super Bowl in history. That was well. There's nothing wrong in being a homosexual, Cosy G. I'm already married, and I know you are in love with Sarah. So no, we will not be getting married, Betsy. Sarah just needs to get her conviction overturned, and then I will be picking her up outside of prison in Florida, and we will find a place in America that doesn't have rattlesnakes. Just say good game, both sides. But it wasn't a good game. It was horrible. 2 sacks within the first, 5 plays. I know you're all from New England, and you're sitting here now and saying, well, crap happens. But I've seen a lot of New England Super Bowls. I've seen a lot of Tom Brady, because F him uh, twice. But that wasn't a good game. It's oh, I'm sorry to say it, but it was Seahawks wasn't much better either. They had a good defense, but their offense wasn't much to chime about. Denmark is the world champions in handball, and we are also the European champions in handball. Maybe we did we lose the Olympics? I think we lost that. The only place you can go with no rattlesnakes is Hawaii. Well, Sarah Boone, you and I are moving to Hawaii. Mahalo. I do love her alky legs. It's those tight little. Well, they weren't that tight because she had those skinny alky legs, but those pink shorts. Ooh. And her drinking out of the hose because she was so hungover. Can I just get my Dr. Pepper? I bet you a million it was a spiked Dr. Pepper. Hey, Ultra Mugger. No, Sarah won't be allowed to have any suitcases. That's the only way I can stay safe. I never seen a rattlesnake. A rattlesnake it's a brownish thing, and it has a head in one end that has long fangs, and the other end it has these dry scales that it can shake to tell you, "I'm going to kill you now." I think they can grow in different lengths, but yeah, don't go near them. If you see them, just walk away because they're dangerous. State of Maine has no poisonous snakes. Oh, maybe I'll move to Maine. You said you never seen a rattlesnake. I was just trying to inform you. Oh, you won on one of the Turtle Boy squares. That's cool. Congratulations. I don't understand what the squares are. Some kind of you win something. I don't get what it is, but congratulations. As a child in New Mexico, Dad walked with firearm rattlesnakes everywhere. Ew. This is from Hellfish Haven. Thank you so much, Hellfish Haven. They are illegal to kill in. Why? Got a rattlesnake in PA video in my feed today. It's Baker's fault. Yeah, I'm raising awareness about rattlesnakes. I love snakes. I have one tattooed on my wrist. Sorry, I was being literal. Well, I'm Danish. We don't understand sarcasm. We never use it. But when I was in Illinois, I just to have something to do. I said, and he had a ride-on mower. I've never tried one of those. They weren't a thing back then in Denmark. I said, I can cut your grass just so I had something to do when everyone else was at school or work and stuff like that. And he said, "Oh yeah, that's fine." And he taught me how to set the blades and do the turtle speed or the rapid speed. And then I drove around and I cut all of his grass and everything was fine. And then he came home and he said, "Oh, you took that tall grass down. There was like a small creek running in at the bottom of their land." And he said, "You took all the tall grass down there?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't know why there was, so I just made it look nice." He said, "Yeah, we normally don't do that. That's because the snakes kind of stay there because they'll be at the water and I slept in their basement. So yes, the last week I was there, I was 100% sure that snakes were gonna crawl into the basement." Ooh. I was working on a pipeline, ran over a rattler, and we got held up there for hours because the wildlife had to come. We had to make a report and everything. I've seen in Australia that sometimes when they drive along and they'll get those snakes that'll just get caught up in the undercarriage of the car, and then when they stop 4 hours later, the fucking snakes will attack them because they're still alive. I don't know why God makes snakes. They have done nothing good. They conspire with women to take men out of paradise. Since then, what have they done for us? Snakes taste like chicken. I don't think so. And I don't like the meat. It's kind of, it's a little strainy. I don't get snakes in my basement, but I got toads. Toadstools are gross. At my parents' house, they had a bathroom towards the where the forest on their ground was, and they didn't have much. There wasn't much. They didn't use that bathroom a lot. So if toads got from the creek down there and up there, they would jump into the bathroom to drink out of the toilet and stuff like that. It was so you could come in and there would be a fat toad sitting there. Alligator was better than rattlesnakes. Yes, it tastes better. I think so. Hey, Cornish. Yeah, they part of our land where I grew up had a forest on it. We have 15 different species of rattlesnakes here in Arizona. This is why I don't believe Arizona exists. Because you can't have 15 different species of rattlesnakes and still be called a state. I heard once a rattlesnake bit Jay Brill and it died a week later in pain. Thank you, Bet G8. Bethy, Bethy H. That was a hard word this time of night. For becoming a member. Are there no snakes in Denmark? There are two. We have two different types of snakes. We have a snow, which is non-venomous. And then we have a hookworm, which means a strike adder. And that is as venomous as a bee sting. So another proof that God loves Denmark because we don't have snakes here. And sorry, AB didn't give you one of these. And Javo also got one. Rattlesnakes taste like chewing chicken. I was forced to eat it while living in Arizona. Yeah, it's kind of, but it's also very. I don't know what to how to describe it. It's just not. It's not meat like. Thank you so much, Jen, for the 50. And of course, thank you, J7, for the 200 buckaroo. Thank you all so much. You're way too kind. Well, you can move to Denmark. Just find a job and have someone who will sponsor you, and then you can come here. Just don't show up and think you can stay here. What about mosquitoes? Do you have them in Amsterdam? We don't have mosquitoes. We have myg, which is kind of like a mosquito, but we don't have anyone who spreads diseases really. Probably the most dangerous animal we have in Denmark is a tick, because that'll give you that face numbing disease. Baker, don't dream about Sarah or you'll be saying Sarah, Sarah, Sarah from a suitcase. Know that. The heart wants what the heart wants, Paulette. Don't you? Love is love. What the hell is a myg? A myg is like a mosquito. It's just a little. It's just smaller. It'll sting you and suck your blood, and but it's not a mosquito. So it's. I don't know what you call them. I don't understand English names. When Alex told Turtle Boy he slanderized his name last night, I nearly peed myself. I rewound it 3 times. The look on his face was priceless. I don't know how you can slanderize someone by pulling up the arrest record, because that's just, it's kind of like bringing up a letter or an article from my papers. Even though you got it wrong, yeah, you kind of said what it said in the paper, but you could have done your due diligence, and Turtle Boy did that. He did go and look at his arrest record. Hey, Sarah Jane. Miles Land is state forest. When you smack it, you say myk. So just do this. It's my daughter is highly allergic to them. Oh, highly. She's not gonna die when she get stung by them, but she will get like these big blisters. So, and every time it's myk season, we'll always have antihistamines around, because when she was younger, she would scratch them. You know, mosquito bites kind of, it just makes you itch, and she would itch so much that she would rip holes in it, and she would have these big sores, and it wasn't good. By reading facts about him, written reports is called doing research, not slander. Yeah, I love the new narrative that you can't say anything to him because he's a victim. Well, he haven't proven he's a victim. He has alleged he's a victim, and let's just go back to 2015 and hashtag me too. How many people was railroaded just because believe all women's is? And remember when he was on Randall's show? Well, sorry, not Randall's show. Randall just runs it. When he was on Jimmy's show, he said he was a witness. All of a sudden, when he went on Turtle Boy's show, now he's the victim. I know that you can repress memories, repressed through the pages of my mind, memories, sweetened through the ages just like wine. Memories, sweet memories of holding hand and the sweet memories, sweet memories. So, of course, your memories can change, but it's amazing that within what, 3-4 days, you went from coming into a shed witnessing a sexual assault to being the victim of a sexual assault. It's almost hashtag believe all victims. It's almost like someone said, oh, fuck, this could be really bad. But if you say you're a victim, we can then anti victim blame him. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Cease and desist letters have been sent. And I know that they let Kev take care of the interview and the prayer for the big guy yesterday. But Randall, you own the channel. You are the legal owner of the channel. So if the channel gets sued, you get sued. Just, yeah. Meredith is digging up all of this stuff to help everyone forget what she did to her ex, Sam. I don't know if she has anything to do with the doxing of me. And again, you can just search my name. I think there's like 1,100 hits on Google about me, because I was in politics. I made a lot of noise in politics. I have a lot of people who don't like me because of where I was standing in politics. You can find a lot of shit about me. whatever. But to me, it just shows that you're afraid of what I'm doing, that you have to do shit like that. Hey, Caroline. It was James Jackson's channel. Was it James Jackson's channel yesterday? Because I saw I saw this one, so I assume that that means that this is his channel. Good morning. Sorry, last night's stream is members only. A dozen Advocacy donuts for management purposes. I don't know what Advocacy donuts are. The actual live stream was public in real time. I urge any supporter or casual viewer to turn on notifications and subscribe to catch it live before it turns to members only, or become a member. So hashtag believe all victims, and please pay Randall for sharing their story, because this is how you advocate against sexual abuse, by getting $20 for it. You can be a member on this channel for $2, because my content is not handsome. What did I miss? What did I miss? Because I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of a sort of a big deal. No, I'm not. I'm a nothing burger, but I just made a lot of noise when I was in politics, so I got a lot of articles written about me. I left the party that I was elected for. That'll give you a lot of noise. Play this and let's get some laughs. Boston accents unite. Is that the SNL sketch? I can't play that. We are like two ships passing in the night. Oh, he switched it back to public again. Oh, the backlash was too much. Yeah. I'm late, so I have to catch up. I see Randy is about to have a cry stream. Randall is about to have a stream? Well, I'll better redirect you all over there. That's, yeah. And it seems like Mo Esquire is doing the Lord's work by getting in touch with all of these people. Randy and Jay Brill spoon at night. Jay Brill is always big spoon. You were booted from his chat earlier. I'm sorry if you come into my chat and say Turtle Boy's an asshole, he attacked a victim, I would say no. What Turtle Boy did was ask questions, just like he was told to do. This is what a journalist do. He found his arrest records. He was asking about the inconsistencies in his story, which should be really easy to just put out there. He didn't want to talk. Remember when Randall said, if you just bounce, you're guilty, because if you're from the streets, you don't go run to a lawyer, you just do it like a man, yo. Did you know me and Eminem, we never, did it anything like that in court, yo. We always on the streets. And then he bounced. And then all of a sudden it was Aiden was harassing him. Aiden asked no question that the police will not ask him. Aiden didn't go hard at him. He didn't yell at him. He didn't do anything. Aiden did it later. And then you had that Lisa, who I don't know. I've seen her on the twats, but I don't know who she is, coming in and said, well, I'm an advocate and I knew blah, blah, blah. And I had these and this. How have you confirmed that Alex's story is correct? How did you? Well, he went to the police. And then he hold up a piece of paper for how you get in contact with a witness advocate. That's not proof of anything. Ray put out a statement about it today. I'll tend to believe him until I see evidence. I have done jury duty for 16 years in Denmark. I have had cases with some of the most horrendous grape stories I've ever heard. A guy who liked to dry anal penetrate women, hang them out of windows till they allowed him to do that to them. Then he would pee on them. He abducted 2 women. He forced them to have sex and videotaped it. And then I've had women who have sat there and had the, oh, fuck, I was in a relationship and banged another guy. I better call it rape. I've seen the full spectrum. And funny enough, all of those people were asked questions because you don't just believe allegations, you confirm and you prove. Sorry. It's not always funny to be a juror. She was annoying me. She doesn't speak for actual victim survivors. I don't know her. Maybe she does. I don't know. If Ray had a criminal past, you bet Randall and crew would have revealed it. Shouldn't be that hard to. They have his name. They doxed him by misusing the YouTube TOS system or the YouTube copyright system, just like they did to me. Lisa is going to file a complaint over not winning VIP tickets to the Wilbur show. I don't know if that's true. I said thanks for confirming receipt of the notice. Altman sent like 10 back-to-back emails rating saying she's calling my firm and the Florida bar. Yep, and can we do something? Can we just say enough is enough? I said this 2 weeks ago, I think. This has gone too far. We have had people physically threatened with violence. Well, we never, said anything. We just said, there's no videos in the gym, Why do you want to be in a gym with another man, Randall? Do you want him to call you handsome? We have people saying, we're going to show up to your hearing, Turtle Boy, just asking questions, We have had people getting doxxed. We have people where you don't give a fuck that you use their children against them. And I think it's wrong. I saw some people talking about Meredith's kid as well. Don't fucking do that. Just because you're on the right side, don't bring kids into any of this. If you were the one doing that, you're a piece of shit as well. I'm sorry, but you are. Kids don't bear the burden of their parents. But this has got to stop now. You have to understand that we can be in arguments, that we might see eye to eye on some things and not on other things. But all of this has gone way too far. All of this is being done in the name of a woman who has done nothing to do all of this shit. They all do it in the name of Karen Reed and, oh, yo, the recording, yo, you know. The recording has nothing to do with what you're doing now. Now, you're just getting pissed off at Danny because Danny makes good shows. You're getting pissed off of Ray because Ray wasn't just Will with a voice changer. You're getting pissed off that your little spiel where you jumped on Aiden to try and be the next big thing in the Free Karen Reed movement didn't really succeed. The only thing that Karen in your chat made happen was the Free Karen Reed movement died that night. Oh, so you don't support Karen? I supported her all the way through her legal troubles with the Massachusetts State Police. I will cover whatever interesting stuff that comes out in her civil matter. I hope she wins her civil matters. First of all, because I don't like the O'Keefes. I feel sorry for them. They lost a family member. But I don't like how they have acted. And I really despise the House defendants and all the police officers. But the Free Karen Reed movement was to raise awareness about a woman innocently accused of a crime she didn't commit, that she couldn't have committed because physics, science, and reality spoke against it. Now she is in a civil lawsuit. Fine and dandy. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep putting some awareness on it. But all of the spokespeople for her has told me I'm not allowed to talk about it, that I can't do anything for her. So I'm sorry. Free Karen Reed is done. It's just not a thing anymore. And they can clip all of this and say, ooh. The reality, Nick Rocco, you set up the streams that killed the Free Karen Reed movement. You jumped in bed with people who got angry at Turtle Boy, and you saw an opportunity when Meredith shared the recordings. The only free movement there is right now is Free Aiden Carney. He is still being pursued by the same assholes who was chasing Karen Reed. You lost what the goal was. The goal was stopping Massachusetts State Police abusing their power. You lost whatever we had because you wanted to make it about yourself and you wanted to fill your wallet by using Karen Reed and claiming we are the only Karen Readers. So congratulations. I still hope Karen Reed will win all of your tax-paying money. I'm sorry that you will have more potholes in the streets, but I hope when Karen's case hits the court in 2-3 years, she will win it. I really do. But all of you assholes who have spent the last 5 months going after me, Will, Ray, Turtle Boy, Nurse Kim, Jess Machado, and all of them, Melanie Little, you are the reason Karen Reed doesn't have as much vocal support she used to have. You did this, and you can cry and bitch and moan every single day and dox all of us. Call us PDF files, call us fat, call us sloppy, call us whatever you want. But you cost Karen Reed the tremendous support she had. And the worst part, you still think you're the hero in this story. Thank you, Jonah, for becoming a member, because it's Jen's dog, Jonah, that became a member. So that must be what is. We need to raise money for Turtle Boy and leave the Karen thing behind. We don't need to leave the Karen thing behind, but we have to be realistic about the Karen thing. The Karen thing will move slower than molasses, and it will not bring any of the things that they promise you it will bring. People who lie to the FBI will lie on their affidavits they have to give in this case as well. I don't think the Rocco's is as nasty as Mary did. I don't know Jenna Rocco. I've seen her tweet some really dumb things, but I don't know. I don't know her, and I saw that Nick was making the same joke I did about at the ski jump at the Olympics. They have like these leaf blowers to heat up so they can slide easier. And I made the joke a day before him, but great minds think alike. More like 5 years. Yes, that's most likely it. And talking about people we should free. Tomorrow, Kelsey Fitzsimmons, well, today, Kelsey Fitzsimmons will be back in court. She's having a hearing. It's a evidentiary hearing, I believe it is. It's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a call-in, so we won't get any Zoom on it. But Kelsey Fitzsimmons, in my mind, rank higher than a civil lawsuit. I still want to figure out what the hell happened and could it have been prevented with Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Yes, I know, according to the statute, brandishing is breaking that statute. But it's kind of like that mom who unalived her 3 kids and jumped out the window. She was on a massive cocktail of antidepressants. Did that contribute in any way? I don't condone brandishing, no matter if it's on yourself or anyone else. I don't condone that in any way. But I don't condone that you bring the husband to the house to pick up a kid that you're taking away from mom either. That just seems wrong to me. Those are the people who are a little bit higher right now on my important list. Aaron Spencer, Dad of the Year 2025. He's a little higher on the things I find very, very important right now. And I know I'm a YouTube grifter who makes money off court cases. But I will still advocate for the things I believe is right. Getting Adam Deitch a chance to run and win the DA's office is more important to me right now than the Karen Read civil trial. I'm sorry. I know we are not allowed to say that we all have to say, oh, or else we are haters. No, Karen Read is in a civil trial. It's going to last years before it hit the court. Aiden is going to trial soon. Kelsey Fitzsimmons has a hearing tomorrow. Aaron Spencer would have been in court 2 weeks ago. All of that is more important to me. Are they going to televise the Aaron Spencer case? Unknown at this point. They don't even have a new court date. I hope with a new judge, maybe they could just toss it. But actually, his court case right now is set to go probably after they have had the sheriff election that he's running in. So that's going to be quite interesting as well. But the old judge wouldn't allow any media in there, only written media. The new judge seems to have been a little more lax about it, but I know, well, I don't know, but I believe that if it goes to trial and they're not allowing it, that the Wonderful Defense Diaries podcast will most likely go down there and cover it. And then we can all get some great coverage because that's a wonderful channel as well. So, but these cases are just more important to me right now. Yes, I know they have a new judge in the case. The Turtle Boy case is the most important case to me. And it should be for anyone who believes in the First Amendment, because it is a violation of the First Amendment. Because just saying cop killer should not in any way be construed as a threat. You are allowed to yell fire in a theater. It depends on the circumstances. And just saying cop killer isn't a threat. Saying tell the truth, which, by the way, Justice for John O'Keefe or whatever they call their fake money raising website, they said the same the other day, that Karen Reed should tell the truth. So are they gonna be impeached? Are they gonna go to trial? Because that was exactly the words they wanted Aiden to go to prison for. As I just said, Kelsey tomorrow will be a phone-in or call-in call. So there's no Zoom links as far as I'm told. Maybe Common Sense have heard something else, but the latest update I have is it's going to be a call-in show, so I won't be able to cover it because I don't have the numbers to call in. I know that Justice Serve TV has a stream going for midday tomorrow where they will cover it. If anything gets out from it, if I can find it on the Twits or something, I will, of course, try and cover it. Isn't that what Cox said to Deaver? Well, do the right thing. Technically, yeah, which is also a threat, apparently, in Massachusetts, except you're not named Turtle Boy, so it doesn't matter. What did Becca say? Sorry, I'm just. How do you feel about making the greatest theme song on YouTube? I made that. It's my Baker's Entry song. I missed something. I love it when I miss something and I can see a lot of people and I don't know what it is. I don't know. Randall has been investigating all day. They found someone who knows Ray and they have him on live now, right now. This is sick. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that they are doing great. Hey, Danny boy. The pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the Randall side. A handsome man and funny ladies too. Go sign up to the Rat House YouTube. Kelly Bean, I'm going to drop a Seahawks hat for you tomorrow. Well, then I can be on the winning team. Can JFK be charged with witness intimidation against Clara and Turtle Boy? Clara is not a witness in any case I know of, and Turtle Boy is a defendant in a case. I don't know if it works that way. I will ask Melanie to get the number to the court. Yeah, but I can't call in because 1 minute cost me $1 to call in, and I'm not sure how to route it into a program and stuff like that. So I'll cover it. Melanie, if she can do it, it would be wonderful. Yes, I know that J7 dropped me $200. And it was just an American flag. I did pull it up earlier. And thank you so much, J7. It'll go to towards my rehabilitation after I've been doxed today channel. I need it. It was very kind of you to let another creator I follow stream Aiden's last court appearance from your channel. Well, I didn't allow anyone because people can just do it. It's not nothing. It's I use other people's content. I will go to other people and get their opinions and use them to base my own opinions on. I will reach out to other people and collaborate with them. And I think on the YouTubes, you will be better if you are together. I know some people call it stronger together and then go around saying you cannot be in our club. I Melanie didn't reach out to me. Just to Serve TV didn't reach out to me and ask for permission. They know they can just do it. I have no restrictions on any of that. If I can help them, I'll do it because hey, they were nice to me. They sent a lot of people over here and subscribe to my channel, and I think that we are better when we work together and when we see each other as colleagues instead of competition. Of course, I stream a lot of times where Melanie is on, and I should be, oh, but why? Some people like me, some people like Melanie. Well, a shit ton of more people like Melanie than they like me. But why should I see her as competition? Why should I not allow them to make the best content they can make? Because there's people who don't want to watch me because I do it a way they don't like it. So I'm just glad that they said, "Well, fuck it, let him break the rules, and we'll play it on replay." I'm perfectly fine with that. I've said that a million times because as long as you're just nice and say my name, everything's fine. I don't get these people who, oh, you can't use my content. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, you get your name out there. It's the best free advertising you get. Melon Little has what, 150,000 subscribers or something like that. I can't pay for that amount of advertising. So more than happy to have her snipe me. Kessima. Hey Baker, been a while since I've been live. Took a crazy extra territory at work. Miss you and chat, but I'm always watching replays. Kessima, get that work in. But thank you so much for coming back. And you're up early because that'll be 4:30 your time. It's bullshit you have to show your service like this. Well, I have nothing to hide. The idiot who wrote it maybe should have told the people when he claimed that he was the highest decorated officer in the Danish army that he got thrown out within, I think, 2 weeks for breaking weapon laws. But hey, let's just put it on blast on the twat. Miwi daughter had a baby. Congratulations. Yeah, I got credit, and that's why you're here now. And that's how you grow on YouTube. You get other people to talk about you and say, like I'm always saying, well, I don't need to grow Danny's channel. He's bigger than me. But I'm always saying, hey, you should watch Danny's channel. Sometimes he has Crazy Amy on, and you can sit and laugh at her being crazy when she talks about changing oil. And he has Mary B on, who is always so sweet. He's the best at making fun at people at bars. That's how you collab and work together and grow together. All of this bullshit gatekeeping. Oh, I have to put everything behind a paywall. Yeah, I've started doing more members only stuff, but that's just because, hey, you do pay me every month. You don't pay me as much as you do on Randall's channel, but still. So I'm making a little bit for you, but share away. Sharing is caring. Oh, it was Danny's grandbaby. Oh. Congratulations. Welcome in the Granddad Club. Sometimes Danny sends us to Mumbai and a lady screams news at you in Hindi and you never sleep the same again. Yeah, I was on one of those redirects where because I have it on the side and then I'm either working on some graphics or I'm doing some preparation for something, and then all of a sudden there was someone yelling at me in a way I haven't been yelled at since I was deployed. Tomorrow, Danny's back. It's gonna be great. Mary B is all right, I guess. Mary B is a cutie. Oh, it's your third Grand Babs. Well, someone is productive. Ray's cousin just stated he does not agree with the allegation on Randall's channel. Oh, fuck that. Oh, that's not good. Rose D says Jay Brill is more of a journalist than Turtle Boy. I don't know who that Rose D is. She followed me when I was covering the Karen Reed stuff, and then because I didn't start shitting on Aiden, she started with all the hate. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. These people are weirdos. I'm sorry to say it. And I'm a weirdo too. I'll sit on Twitter and make fun of people every day, all day long. And but they get so personal. They get so frustrated, and oh, you fat fuck. Blah, blah, blah. When I'm done with this, my 1 hour show has now lasted an hour and 15 minutes. When I'm done with this show, I'm gonna ship you somewhere. And I'm gonna stand up, grab a bowl of oatmeal, and then I'm gonna play a little Rogue Trader, maybe some Victoria 3. I'm not gonna go back to bed because even though it is 5:41 in the morning and I've been up since midnight, I probably should. But I'll go hit the gym, hope that they're not calling me from court and need me for jury duty, and then I'll go home and I'll get some sleep. And then I'll try and see if I can get the Kelsey Fitzsimmons thing, or maybe I'll just do a stream talking about nothing for 20 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, whatever I do. And none of their lives will influence me in any way other than I will make content out of them. Little Randall, the handsome, sitting day after day, being butthurt over Danny and sitting and going over his channel all the time, talking about how what was his complaint one day, that you look too much into the camera. It's imagine that is your life. Imagine oatmeal, not oatmeal. What the hell are you eating down south? Imagine an actual family member defending Ray, almost like Alex is lying. I don't know. Got a stream tomorrow, Baker. I'm working from home. I need it. Well, if nothing else pops up, I'll do a paint stream or something. I love watching Danny, watching Danny. Yeah, it's. I think that the only time Crazy Amy has been fun was that day when she took her sunglasses and put it on her hair and turned around and played Uncle Fester or Uncle Thing or whatever it is from the Addams Family. Never watched it. I heard TT complain that Alex should have gone on her channel and not Turtle Boys. She is actually a licensed. Well, she could have been licensed, but she is a therapist because she's been very interested in it since birth. When Dr. Phil stopped, they actually called her and said, "Hey, you want to have the gig? You can be the next Dr. Phil." And she said, "Okay, can you tape it in Massachusetts?" They said, "No, we'll give you $20 million, but it's going to be in California." And she said, "I can't do that. No way. How could no? That couldn't happen." So that's why she's not in Outer Banks or on the Dr. Phil show. Yeah, Genuine TT was on about Alex today and read a personal letter for. I don't know where that went. Music to my soul. It would be really helpful if you could please stream Kelsey's hearing Monday because I don't know that Melanie will be able to with her Faust. But the problem is it's a call-in hearing. It's not a Zoom hearing. So it's just going to be a phone call. And I don't know if we can get access to those because, again, I can't route a phone call into my computer. So most likely it won't be there. I don't know if law girls, maybe law girls, not attorneys, are going to cover it. They have been to the court a few times, but again, it is a calling meeting. It's not a Zoom meeting. So if anything is out there that's possible for me to get access to, of course I will. I don't want to make those kind of allegations. Uh, that's no. I don't know anything about that. Uh, They invented NASA on the Outer Banks, you know. Is this another the expert story? No, it's just if it's possible, of course I will cover it, but they haven't been that forthcoming with the Zoom links and stuff. Like I have some really wonderful mods who are the ones who get me the Zoom links and stuff like that. And especially with Aiden's case, they have kind of made well, one of them has kind of struck up a personal relationship with one of the clerks in court because she had written her so much that they're getting a little friendly now. So I can get those quite easily, but this is in a different courthouse and they are not as forthcoming with the Zoom links as they are in the other cases. It's the same with the crusty panties. It's a little iffy sometimes to get that. Hey, Linda, me, you slept in? It's 5:47. You didn't sleep in. Can you? Can't I just call and you hold it up to the microphone? But it doesn't work. It's never good. I'm Melanie have done it sometimes, and you can't hear anything, and she has to sit and talk about it. And yeah, Randall is backpedaling. Everyone, just in honor of our Velcro shoe wearing godfather, could you please from now on just call him Randall the Handsome? Because remember, he said you shouldn't be able to hide behind an AI avatar. Why don't you go by your real name? So just Randall the Handsome. It'll make him so happy that you don't use this weird internet name that he goes by. Because remember, he has said and said everyone with these online names is bullshit. So Randall the Handsome, the man who can even get me laid, should get the respect put on his name. You shut your mouth. He has love and he is handsome. Hanging with him will have you it would even get me to become handsome. I'm just saying. I never ever met a man who wanted to be called handsome, but it happens if you hang with Randall because he is, if anyone, handsome. They've done it to every one of us. Well, they tried to do it to me, anyways. Yeah, they really want to use our real names, like, oh, we got power over you. We're not demons in Constantine. Knowing that my name is Mads Fredlyk, and you can Google my name and find out that yeah, there's a lot of shitty articles out there about me, and yeah, so what? I call myself Broken Baker because it's really hard to tell you Yanks my real name because you will get it wrong. That's why I use the Broken Baker. That's why I'm known as the Baker. I don't use my government name in real life either. Surprise. So it's not that big of a deal. But at least fact check your shit before you go on the twits. I'm okay if they become invisible. The ghosts doxed you on Twitter. The chat told you to shut up. Yeah. I call you handsome Baker. Yeah, but I'm not handsome. I heard he was so handsome he had to tie a pork chop around his neck to get the dog to play with him. Yeah, because the dog had to come in and go through all the ladies hanging on him. I'm 79% handsome according to your poll. It's so weird. Who want to know that? That's the thing. I'm pretty open about my life. I don't give you my kids' names. I don't give you my grandson's name. I'm never showing pictures of them. Well, my daughters are actually right now in the frame, but you can't see them. I actually think that my grandson is also in the picture right now, but you can't see it. And I don't want to dox them because they didn't choose to have a dad who became a YouTuber. But why? Unless you want to send me not a seagull's head. What is it? Seahawks. A Seahawks hat. Why would you need my address? What do you need it for? What? Oh, I just want your name, so we can talk man to man, But Randall, you handsome devil, you don't use your name. Your bro Jimmy Boy doesn't use his name. So why is it so imperative for you to have everyone else use their name? It's almost because you think it's going to intimidate us. But I don't know if you have seen us, the Clara, Aiden, Kasi G, Danny, me. We are all men above the age of 15. So we don't get scared because you know our real name. You're not going to call our mom. So, yeah. The Expert is the only YouTuber that's approved to wear sunglasses on stream. Yes. Not tonight, tomorrow, during the day. Well, then you know what you have to do tomorrow. Go follow Cussy G. I have a Seahawks sweater and scarf, my niece's team, but I support her. That's good, Mary. Never trust anyone who streams with sunglasses on 24/7. I think the Expert will be the first one to tell you never to trust him. It's gonna be a shit show, little Randall. Jay Brill said, "My mama's on the phone. My mama's on the phone." He got mad at Aiden for using his last name and tried to say his cousin got attacked, got harassed because of it. Dish it out, but can't take it apparently. But that's the problem with all of these internet tough guys. First of all, they have to tell you how tough they are. Second of all, they have to talk in this weird high voice when they're going at you. Third, if they don't have you saying exactly what they want, they'll just yo, lady, yo, or whatever it was he said to Mo when she was on his show. Because hey, if I can't win with arguments, I can just yell louder than you. And fourth of all, they turn into little puss when you turn it back on them. So anyone who has to tell you how tough they are not that tough. any Andrew Tate clone out there who's going to tell you how alpha they are is not alpha. Anyone who will tell you how smart they are, probably not that smart. That's pretty good life lessons. And that's why I like hanging out with the people I hang out with, because they're just cool dudes. People who just like doing what they do. They do different stuff. They have different vibes. I go on the expert. I don't go into all of that Karen Reed crap and stuff like that. We just tell jokes. I go on with Danny. We sit and make fun, and I will find the girl with the biggest knockers in the bar. If I talk to Will, if I talk to Cosy G, we're just having fun. If I'm talking to Turtle Boy, it's going to be more case related. That's why I like this environment I'm in. I have all these different arenas I can be in, all these different shows I can make, all these wonderful people I can cooperate with. And none of them will ever tell you that they are the toughest, the coolest, the handsomest, or the smartest. Because they don't need to. Because they're fucking grown up. They have lived their lives. And they are secure in their own body and their own personality. People who have to tell you that you really have to adore them, they are wonderful. Or make sock accounts and talk about how wonderful you are. Most likely, most are very insecure people. Are very, very insecure people who really want to make you believe that they are something. And on that one, no, you're the craziest. You're the craziest. On that note, I think I will jump off, get my breakfast, hit the gym. Oh, someone said yesterday, oh, you don't watch YouTube at the gym. I do 45 minutes of cardio. Do you know how fucking boring it is? I wanted to watch Randall. Napoleon was taller than Randall. Napoleon was average height for his age. He was 5'6", which was taller than Wellington, who beat him at Waterloo. Waterloo, couldn't forget if I wanted to. Oh, whoa, 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 Waterloo, la 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 la. Oh, I stood up for Baker really hard in the comments too. I got really upset. Hey, don't fight with these idiots. You can't change their minds anyway. I got a message from a Danish person who are here sometimes, who said, "Oh, did you see this?" And I don't follow that 5150, and I don't know. I don't give a fuck about these idiots. And they were like, "You don't understand what any of this is. You don't understand nothing of what it says." Because in Denmark, we have a saying called cucumber time. Cucumber time means there's nothing to write about in the summer in newspapers. So they will make all of these stories and just write a story about nothing. And that's what they accused the paper of on the article they had written about me, that it was cucumber time because there was nothing else in the media. So they wrote something about me and blah, blah, blah. I was a liar. And these people are just idiots. And they're just in the, oh, he's a liar. Again, these are my 2 deployments. This is my deployment medal I got from the Queen, thanking me for my service. Sadly, I lost my letter of appreciation from the American Army. And all of you assholes who sit out there and say, well, so you lied about your military service. Sure. Hellfish Haven, how often do we lie about our military service? People who lie about their military service is more the, I was on SEAL Team 6. Being a fucking fat baker and working at the field hospital isn't this war stories. You'll say, oh, I was a Navy SEAL, if you want to lie about it. He got another family member on. Oh my God, stop, man. Dang, I want to hear what's up, but can only watch with a streamer. Who's streaming the idiots? No one, because none of us can do what handsome Randall can do. I don't like liars or fake people. That's what we're going to end it with tonight. Don't be a liar. Don't be fake. Because, yeah. Hey, yummy, yummy, yummy. I got something on your tummy. Well, again, it's fair if you want to believe some idiot who got mad that I got him kicked out of a political party. Do that. Just fucking don't tell me I didn't serve. So yeah. But remember, be truthful, because lying will only get you one way, and that's in people's bad graces, because they will find out at some point. And thank you so much for all the support tonight. And sorry to all my Pats fans, and yay to all my Seagulls fan. Amazing. I love Seattle. They make some of the shittiest coffee in the world. I feel sorry for New England. They make some of the worst cups in the world. I hope you all have a wonderful night, no matter if you won or lost tonight. And congratulations for winning the squares over on Aiden's channel. And come back for the next one.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury.